Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. About to take a walk up to the Mailbox Center and more than likely check out my old bench by the golf course for old time's sake. So without further ado, I'm off to the Mailbox Center. So I'm on my way to the Mailbox Center. And, you know, I've tried clocking it different times and things. And it comes out to be round trip from my house to the Mailbox Center and back. It tends to be about 1.5 miles round trip. So it's quite a walk. It's chilly and windy here in Central Florida. You can see the branches of the palm trees are swaying in the breeze. I've got a fairly decent amount of time. I got a little bit more than an hour on my camera. I cleared out a lot of my old films, videos I had on my camera the other day. So I've got quite a bit of time on my camera. MeTV now has the cartoons in the morning, Saturday morning. And I think they might have them during the week too. And they have a little puppet. It's like a tuna fish. And he's called Toonie. And then they have this fella. He hosts the cartoon show. And it's the old, a lot of the old MGMs. Tom and Jerry, Betty Boop, Popeye. I think Popeye was King Features, and I think Betty Boop was King Features. But a lot of they show a significant number of the old black and white films, cartoons from the 30s. It's kind of neat. Kind of a nice thing. I like MeTV a lot. Then after the cartoons on Saturday, they have a whole Western lineup till 6 o'clock. Then they show 2 hours of Three Stooges short films, and then of course at 8 o'clock is my favorite, Svengoolie. And Svengoolie shows the old sci-fi horror films, and the categories that he shows are those old, I think it was Universal, the classics of the classics, Frankenstein, Dracula, Werewolf, 30s and 40s stuff. And then he shows a significant number of the 50s. I call them the B-movie drive-in movies. And the grand king of these drive-in movies, in my opinion, from the 50s, was Creature from the Black Lagoon, the original one. I just love that film. I love that film. And then he shows a significant number of these made-for-TV films from, I guess they were made around from 1965 to about 1979. Made for TV. I don't think they were so much science fiction but kind of things where, you know, somebody's car would come to life and that kind of thing. You know, it would be just a little bit out there kind of thing. He does not show the more modern sci-fi chillers from the 90s and the new millennium. I'm gonna take a little break here. So I'm at the swimming pool here, and it's so cold that no one is in the pool or at the pool. And this really, I'm walking backwards and I just bumped into the garbage can. So it gives you a feel for the swimming pool here. And then they got a soda machine over there. But again, totally empty. It's a rarity here. Rows of empty chairs and an empty swimming pool. Figured I'd get another view, another angle of the swimming pool. I'll probably never get the chance again because it's very rare that I come up here and the swimming pool is empty. And of course you can't really film the swimming pool even if there's one or two people in the pool. You know, they look at you funny. There's the gazebo in the background. Coming along here. I have not used the pool that often, but it has some memories to me, you know. Coming along here. Now they got a soda machine here. And they used to have, on the left-hand side, they used to have a snack machine, but they took it out. And never, I don't know why they took it out, but they never replaced it. So they just have the soda machine here. So I'm gonna head off to the mailboxes. Oh, somebody's reading a book here. What do they got here? They got, this is called Think Like a Freak. Huh. Think Like a Freak. Okay, one last look at the pool. And I'm gonna head off to the mailbox center. I decided to take a walk out to my bench by the golf course before getting the mail, for old time's sake. You know, there's a golf cart coming up on the golf cart path of the golf course. Let's sit here. Friendly chap. He's playing golf all by himself. Huh. I think he's just riding around the golf course. He's just he's just riding around the golf course. So there's the pond. Major highway there. And there's my bench. Well, I'm not going to take the time to sit down today. Kind of had a lot of things to do at home today. Kind of sad in a way. No one's around. It's cold and windy and no one's around. It's just kind of solemn and a little bit sad. So I got the mail and I'm sitting at the bench by the shuffleboard court, and it's very, very Twilight Zone. It's 10 minutes to 3 in the afternoon, and hardly anyone's around. It is a little chilly out. It's a little breezy out, but it's very strange, very eerie. Usually there's a lot more cars in the parking lot, and of course there's 8 or 9. Usually there's 8 or 9 golf carts by the swimming pool, so it seems really funny. I'm just taking a rest and then walk on home. Not to be political at all, but it is kind of sad, the invasion of our capital just recently. When I started my vlog, I purposely did not want to get involved with politics, and I still don't. But I just wanted to take that moment and reflect on kind of that subtle sadness that seems to be lingering, at least in my neighborhood, over this attack on the Capitol building. Well, I guess I'll head home. I'm about to walk home, but I thought this was interesting. Team R and Team M, or R and M, had a game of shuffleboard, and that was the final score. So I guess R ended up with 51 and M ended up with 41, so I guess R won. I can see it now. M probably wanted to erase it, and R wanted to keep it up for posterity. Funny kind of thing. Well, I guess I'll head on home. So, heading on home, and there's the Mailbox Center, the gazebo. There's my the live oak that I like a lot. It's the horseshoe court, and this is the bocce ball court, and that's the swimming pool in the background there. Just head on home now. Well, there's some people in the Mailbox Center there now. Straight ahead is my bench by the golf course. Give you an idea of how everything is stationed here, you know. Coming along here. Parking lot's pretty empty today. Usually these parking spaces are filled with golf carts, people in the swimming pool. So coming along here. It's about, it's about a half mile, 3/4 of a mile walk home. Let's see here. I gotta cross the street here. Okay, it's clear. I think I'll sign off. So the walk home, a chance to philosophize on a Saturday afternoon. kind of think about my own goals and ambitions, you know, with the new year and all that kind of thing. Paramount to my goals for this year is to, you know, finish my book, finish my novel, and to get it published, even if I have to, even if I have to print one at a time, you know, and do do 3-ring punches on it and put in a 3-ring notebook binder. I'm just in sheer determination to get my book published this year. You know, wrap it up and get it done. I'm 67 years old now, you know, and just time waits for no man. For whom the bell tolls, it tolls for me. That kind of thing. Coming along here. Life is such a... There's a bird flying. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's a bird flying above there. No one's outside at all. No one's doing yard work or anything. It's kind of sad. It's as if, you know, that Twilight Zone episode with Burgess Meredith in it, where he's the sole survivor of an atomic war, you know. If you ever get the chance to see that episode, it's a great one. He's a bank teller, and he loves to read. And I won't be a spoiler, but it was the most ironic ending. One of the most ironic endings of all the Twilight Zones that Rod Serling ever produced, you know. Just walking along here. I think one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes is Walking Distance, starring Gig Young. And he stops off at the gas station, and right away in the first 2 minutes of the film, even before Rod Serling speaks, we find out that I forget Gig Young's character's name, but anyway, we find out he works in the he works for an advertising agency, and he's just at his wit's end. And I believe that it was the gas station that was used in the Andy Griffith Show, you know, where Goober and Gomer worked at. So he pulls into the gas station. He's at his wit's ends with the ad agency. And I related to that because I worked at one main ad agency for about 7 years, and then at another ad agency for about 3 years. So altogether I worked at ad agencies in the editorial department for 10 years. Started out as a proofreader, then did a lot of editing, and then did significant amount of copywriting. But it's a tough game. Advertising is a tough game. Ad agencies it's a tough game. So anyway, he sees the sign. I believe it was Homewood, and that's his boyhood hometown. And it's I think 1.5 miles away, and he says, "Oh, that's walking distance," to the gas station attendant. He said, "Yeah, that's walking distance." So that's hence the title. But when he gets to Homewood, everything's back in time. It's back in the time when he was 12 years old. So, you know, one of the classic Twilight Zones. And of course, Rod Serling grew up in Binghamton, New York, upstate New York. Well, I'm going to swish the camera around and formally sign off. Well, YouTube friends, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Richard Mabey Presents. Thank you, as always, for watching. Please do, if you like this episode, please do hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And hit the bell. Reminds you when I put up new films, new videos, new vlogs. So, cars coming by here. He's gonna think I'm nuts here. So, I'll officially close. Stay safe, stay happy, stay safe. This is Richard Mabey signing off.